Welcome to VoiceVerse Audiobooks, coming at you with another exciting video. Today, we delve into the world of Thibaut Maurice with his enlightening book, Dopamine Detox. Imagine a world where you're not constantly distracted, where your mind is free from the incessant noise of notifications, and where you can focus on what truly matters. This is the world that Maurice invites us into with his book. Dopamine Detox is not just a book, but a journey into understanding one of the most influential chemicals in our bodies, dopamine. It's the neurotransmitter that makes us crave, desire, and seek out new experiences. But sometimes, our dopamine levels can get out of hand, leading to overindulgence and addiction. By learning to regulate our dopamine levels, we gain control over our desires and become masters of our own minds. Now, you may wonder, how can a dopamine detox change your life? Stay tuned. To grasp the concept of dopamine detox, first, you need to understand what dopamine is. Dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter, is a chemical messenger in our brains that plays a crucial role in how we perceive pleasure. It's like the applause your brain gives you when you do something it enjoys, be it savoring a delicious meal, finishing a workout, or achieving a personal goal. Dopamine doesn't just make us feel good though, it's also integral to our motivation and drives us to seek rewards, shaping our behavior and decision-making. Imagine it as your brain's personal cheerleader, pushing you to strive, achieve, and rejoice. However, as with most things in life, balance is key. Excessive dopamine can lead to addiction and other problems, as your brain may start seeking that feel-good reward a little too eagerly. This is where a dopamine detox comes in. Why should you consider a dopamine detox? Well, think about it. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded by instant gratification. From the endless scroll of social media to the binge-watching of our favorite shows, our brains are flooded with dopamine, the pleasure chemical. But this constant high can lead to some not-so-pleasant side effects. Excessive dopamine can create a vicious cycle of seeking more pleasure, leading to addiction. It can also decrease motivation. As why would you work hard for a reward when you can get an instant dopamine hit with a click? And let's not forget the lack of focus, as our brains are always seeking the next dopamine rush. That's where a dopamine detox comes in. It's not about eliminating dopamine. Our brains need it for motivation, pleasure, and learning. Rather, it's about regulating your dopamine levels, creating a healthier balance. So remember, this detox isn't about eliminating dopamine, it's about bringing balance. So, what does this 21-day dopamine detox plan entail? Let's delve into the details and unravel the wisdom from Thibaut Maurice's book. The plan is divided into 3 phases, each spanning 7 days. The first phase is all about awareness. During this period, you're encouraged to observe your habits, particularly those that trigger dopamine release. It's not about changing anything yet, just becoming aware. You might notice a pattern of reaching for your phone when you're bored or mindlessly eating snacks while watching TV. These are your dopamine triggers. Moving on to the second phase, it's time for reduction. Now that you're aware of your triggers, start reducing your exposure to them. If you grab your phone every time you have a free moment, try leaving it in another room. The goal isn't to cut everything out at once, but to gradually reduce these triggers. The final phase is replacement. After reducing your dopamine triggers, you should replace them with healthier alternatives. Instead of reaching for your phone, pick up a book. Rather than snacking while watching TV, try doing some light exercises. The aim here is to rewire your brain to seek dopamine from healthier sources. Throughout the 21 days, Thibaut Maurice suggests daily activities such as journaling your experiences, practicing mindfulness, and incorporating physical activity into your routine. These practices not only help manage your dopamine levels, but also contribute to overall mental well-being. It's important to remember that this is not a quick fix. It's a journey towards creating sustainable habits that will help you regain control over your dopamine levels. It might be challenging at times, but remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Lastly, remember to be kind to yourself during this detox. It's okay to slip up sometimes. The important thing is to pick yourself up and keep going. Remember, the goal here is to regain control over your dopamine levels and improve your mental health. So, are you ready to embark on this 21-day journey to a healthier, happier you? You've heard about the detox, but what are the benefits? Imagine a life where your focus is sharper than a razor's edge, where motivation flows like a mighty river, and where your mental health blooms like the most vibrant of flowers. This could be your reality with the benefits of a dopamine detox. Let's start with focus. In our digital age, distractions are but a click away. Social media, news, games, they're all vying for our attention every second of the day. But what if you could push them all aside, like clearing fog from a window? A dopamine detox can do just that. By reducing our brain's reliance on quick dopamine hits, we can train our minds to focus on what truly matters. It's like swapping a foggy window for crystal clear glass. Next, let's talk about motivation. It's easy to feel motivated when we're chasing easy rewards. But what about those long-term goals that require grit and perseverance? A dopamine detox can help here too. By resetting our dopamine receptors, we can rewire our brains to find satisfaction in the journey, not just the destination. Suddenly, our long-term goals don't seem so daunting. In fact, they become exciting challenges we're eager to tackle. Lastly, let's discuss mental health. Anxiety, depression, stress. These are all too common in our fast-paced world. A dopamine detox can help alleviate these issues by balancing our brain chemistry. It's like a reset button for our minds, bringing us back to a state of equilibrium and peace. Of course, these are not just empty promises. Countless individuals have tried a dopamine detox and seen remarkable improvements in their lives. Like Sarah, a software engineer who struggled with procrastination, but after a 21-day dopamine detox, she found herself finishing projects ahead of schedule. Or John, a writer grappling with writer's block, who discovered a wellspring of creativity post-detox. Their stories are testament to the power of a dopamine detox. A dopamine detox can truly be a life-changing experience. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself and see the transformation unfold. Detoxing isn't always easy. Let's discuss some common challenges and how to overcome them. First on the list is withdrawal symptoms. When you cut down on dopamine-inducing activities such as using social media, watching TV, or indulging in sugary foods, your brain might react with feelings of discomfort or restlessness. This is normal. Your brain is simply used to a certain level of dopamine, and it's reacting to the sudden change. The solution? Stick to your plan and be patient. These symptoms are temporary and will lessen as your brain adjusts to the new norm. Another common challenge is boredom. When you're not constantly stimulating your brain with high-dose dopamine activities, you might find yourself feeling bored. Don't let this deter you. Instead, use this as an opportunity to engage in low-dose dopamine activities, like reading, meditating, or taking a walk in nature. These activities might not give you an immediate dopamine rush, but they are more fulfilling in the long run. Next, we have cravings. Cravings are a natural part of the detox process. Your brain might try to convince you to go back to your old habits, but don't give in. Remember why you started this detox in the first place. To overcome cravings, try to distract yourself with other activities or practice mindfulness to stay focused on your goal. Lastly, don't be discouraged by setbacks. If you find yourself slipping back into old habits, don't beat yourself up. Instead, view it as a learning experience. What led to the setback? How can you prevent it in the future? The key is to pick yourself up and keep going. These challenges are all part of the process, and overcoming them is a testament to your strength and dedication. Stay committed, be patient with yourself, and remember why you started this journey. Remember, change takes time, but the results are worth it. We've covered a lot of ground today on the topic of dopamine detox. We began our journey by understanding the role of dopamine and its impact on our lives. We then delved into the necessity for a dopamine detox, shedding light on the influence of our modern-day habits. The highlight of our discussion was the 21-day dopamine detox plan. This practical step-by-step guide is designed to help you reset your dopamine levels, leading to increased focus, motivation, and overall well-being. We also discussed the potential challenges you might face during this process and provided effective solutions. Remember, the benefits of a dopamine detox are profound. It's not just about breaking free from distractions. It's about regaining control of your life, finding clarity, and achieving your goals. So, why not give it a try? Start your 21-day journey today and experience the transformation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing content. We appreciate your feedback in the comment section. Thank you for watching VoiceVerse Audiobooks.